Hey guys, welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing my version of the character 2D from the band Gorillaz. When I saw Daniel Smith's version of this look, I just knew that I had to create my own. So if you guys are interested in seeing this look, then keep watching. I always start out by gluing down my eyebrows. Since I'm using foundation as my base, I need to cover my brows with concealer. The one that I'm using is Bye Bye Under Eye by IT Cosmetics. The coverage on this stuff is amazing and it doesn't feel cakey or heavy. 2D is pretty pale, so I go in with the lightest foundation that I have, which is my L'Oreal True Match Compact in light ivory. As always, I'm using the Ben Nye Glam Shadow palette to lay out the main features. Black is great for the hard lines, but the deeper browns and tans are good for giving the character depth by shading. Since all of the Gorillaz have very ape-like features, I need to exaggerate some of mine to create that illusion. Monkeys tend to have a very prominent brow bone, which makes their eyes seem sunken in, so I have to shade mine out with black. Then I transition back to the rest of my face with red shadow to create that depth. Next, we make room for those large and in charge eyebrows, which are basically two harsh rectangles. They kind of look like Chuck Cedars from Mr. Deeds. With his basic features laid out, I'm ready to get started with paint. I jump in with the wolf white paint to create his crooked mangled teeth. I then take the black wolf paint and really fill in those eye sockets to get that cartoony, sunken in look. Now I'm just outlining the rest of his main features, and then I go in with some extra details to make his face come to life. Using white lets me highlight the parts of his face that I want to pop forward. Now it's time to outline his body. This time, I didn't make the same mistake as the last video, and I held off on the smaller details until after I painted his shirt. I had to use a couple layers of paint to get his shirt as opaque as I wanted it, so while that dried, I went back to finishing the outlining and touching up the details in his face. Now I can fill in the red collar and outline the rest of his shirt with black paint. Using Mayron Spirit Gum, I attached the ears and hair. I made these pretty easily out of cardstock paper, which they sell in bulk on Amazon, so I'll just link that below for you guys. I also made a couple smaller pieces of hair, which I glued to my cheeks and neck, just to give them a little more dimension. Once the shirt is dry, I can go in with the lettering. When writing on yourself, it can get kind of tricky because you're basically writing backwards. I found that it helps to mirror the image using an app so that you aren't racking your brain trying to keep everything in order. So this is my take on 2D. If you guys like the way it turned out, then give me a thumbs up and leave me a comment below if there's anything that I can add to these videos. Or if there's just anything I can change or expand upon, I want to know. Thanks for watching, guys, and as always, stay creative.